And hello, everybody, to another session of Dungeons and Dragons. Where we last left off, the party had dropped off their band of kobolds off to the speaker in hopes of getting them some place to stay, some work, and some food. Uh, After getting the kobolds dressed up like a bunch of children in winter jumpers, the party then returned back to the inn for most of them having a night of, drinking and revelry, with Thalia going to bed early. I need both Celesta and Nala to roll me a d8, please.
Okay, Nala is cardboard right now.
Well, then I will roll a d8 in their stead.
Well,
I
that's
got a
never
2.
a terrifying prospect.
2 and 3. All right. Celesta is hungover for 2 hours, and Nala is hungover for 3.
Damn, that's a long hangover.
And Daly has food.
Congratulations.
Nessa should also now get food.
Well, as the morning
They serve
rolls,
chicken for breakfast.
you're in a fish-based shack.
Yeah, they probably won't serve chicken.
But the party is awoken by everybody's favorite individual, the Rumor Man.
Man.
North
Too early.
Northwest of the settlement of Bremen is an old pirate ship, frozen less than a quarter mile from the shore. No one's quite sure where it came from, but it won't be going anywhere as long as this winter lasts. Bound to be full of loot for those adventuring types.
Bremen,
That's gotta be a trap.
pirate ship. What side of Bremen?
The only one who was thinking it.
Northwest of Bremen.
Oh,
Bremen,
here's the
pirate ship,
question,
loot.
Celeste.
Probably a trap.
We know it's probably a trap. We're gonna still go to it, though, aren't we?
Loot.
I mean,
Loot is good. Renown is better.
we'll
If we
see
go
how
and we get
close
this
it
loot
is.
and we defeat whatever the trap is.
And so,
Renown.
as Thalia says this to you, Celeste, she just kind of just like, she just looks exhausted for a moment. Like, I've accepted my fate that we're going to get attacked again.
Yep. You said it's
No.
just it's like in the Mare Dualdon heli,
What was that?
just off the coast of Bremen. You said
Northwest of Bremen.
the pirate ship northwest of Bremen,
Yes.
all the way in the Sea of Moving Ice.
And that is about 16 miles away.
Now, here's a question.
So it's somewhere on the hills of Bremen, northwest.
Less than a
Northeast.
quarter mile.
No. Oh, it is northwest.
Actually, no. It is less than a quarter mile from the shore. I did misread that. So yes, it would be
So
up
less
near
than a
the.
quarter mile from
It would be
shore.
up near the shore of moving ice. It's near the shore of that.
Oh, okay.
I
Yeah, so
misread.
it's
I will.
way up there. It's way out in the middle of fuck all nowhere.
Now, quick question.
We still need to go fight the moose.
Yeah, we still need to go deal with the moves.
Yeah, that's our
Which is closer,
main
the
thing.
moves or
That's in
Bremen?
Lonelywood.
What
Oh,
seems to be
Lonelywood,
the higher
easily.
priority?
We're less than a day away.
To
Moose.
get
I
to,
feel
Moose
to
is
like
high
we can
priority.
leave the pirates and get to it later.
so to let you know, Daily, the Moose is in Lonelywood,
Hmm?
which is a short trek away of about an hour by dog sled.
Oh yeah, the moose definitely.
Bremen is you have to go back through Targos to then Bremen to then travel roughly 15 miles to get to the shore.
That's a couple days.
No, because that's also where the fisherman is. When he needs
The
help about the
fisherman's
fish taking
in
about out of
Bremen.
his boat. Yeah, in Bremen.
Yeah, so honestly, it's probably a trap. We are already dealing with something. If we're heading that direction, we'll check
But
it out.
it is an abandoned pirate ship.
So it's not
Yeah,
What
going
are the chances
lots
that?
of
anywhere.
people know
Well, no,
about
no,
it.
no, no, no. I'm continuing my thought. Sorry, I like pause because the Duragar took over an abandoned, other abandoned ship,
Oh no, you're
barge.
right.
So it could be
Uh,
another hideout for the cult. So after
So
we
what
handle the
I'm
thing in
hearing is,
Lonelywood, we might want to start heading in that direction.
yeah, we're gonna have to take care of this moose. Make our way. Honestly, we should just head straight northwest from Lonelywood. Get to the coast and then
Probably.
follow the coast westwards until we find the ship.
yeah, that makes most sense.
Traveling along the coast is a bit safer than
Well, one thing to
going
note that I'll
across
let
it.
you know because you are somewhat familiar with this. You do still need to go a distance north past Lonelywood to get past Mir Dolan.
So we might as well just go. Yeah, we would end up closer to the shores at that point, right?
Well, so Mir Dolan is the lake that is this lake right here.
Yeah. So getting to the Sea of Moving Ice from north of Lonelywood would be a shorter trek than from Bremen, and then we can follow the Sea of Moving Ice, the shoreline, which would be probably safer in a lot of ways.
It's probably about the same distance with the detour having to go northeast out of Lonelywood to get around your local lake.
We could also probably hire someone to on a boat here in Lonelywood to take us across to cut our trip down too.
That is also a possibility. I am just talking by means of dog sled.
Yeah, but by means of dog sled, I don't know. I feel like going all the way to Bremen. I guess we could go across the lake to Bremen and go up. But either way, we kind of have to. It's impossible to not double back. But yeah, let's head to Lonelywood. I think we should have breakfast at this bar, this lovely tavern, and head out for Lonelywood. I think we've done all we can for this town right now. We've earned some rewards.
And we got the kobolds a job.
Yeah, exactly. We got the kobolds a job. We cleared out the guns. We helped a bunch of people who were wounded. Generally, we've kind of eased the tension in this town. I think we can go to the next one for sure.
Sounds good to me.
Still kind of upset we didn't find any gems worth much easily accessible in the mine. But what can you do?
And who knows? Maybe by the time we come back around through here, they'll figure out what was woken up.
Yep.
My King of Clubs card still active?
Key of
I think
clubs.
it said for the next 11. Your King of Clubs. I think it said resistance to acid for the next 11 days. How many days have gone past since we drew that one?
I have to find what session that was done in.
I have no idea. It's just in my notes.
I'd say it's probably got 4 more days.
I was just reading my notes and I realized that.
So that's a question. How long have we been adventuring together in world?
Well, if we loop back here through Zoeldo, you guys spent you guys
Hello, though.
you guys spent a day in Bryn. Spent the day traveling over to East Haven. Spent a day there. Went up to Seer Koenig. Handled Kelvin's Kern. That's in these 3 days. Traveled back to Bryn, which was another 2 days. At Targos, where you spent there for a day because you got pulled by Doggo to go back up to Kelvin's Kern, which was another day. And then you spent 3 days in Tourmaline.
Has been 3 days, hasn't it?
So like a couple
Yeah.
weeks.
It's a week and a half, roughly.
We've known each other a week and a half.
And we're ride or die.
A lot has happened.
To be fair, that's called
I've known-
trauma
Tiffany
bonding.
and I have known each other for trauma bonding. Yay.
Ness and
Battle
Celeste have probably
bonding.
known each other at least a month, though.
Yeah, we've known each other a bit longer.
It is definitely battle bonding, though, rather than trauma bonding.
Yeah. Okay. So what? An hour to Lonelywood?
Yep. Also, during your breakfast, the barkeep hands Celesta a large locked box. Package came from you overnight.
Oh shit! Oh.
What were you having
I-
mailed in here?
It's locked, right?
Yes. Though it is using a passcode that you're familiar with.
Oh, shit.
Oh.
This has
Oh,
gotta be from Roland.
Is this the gaudiest looking lockbox I've ever seen in my life? And it weighs
Yes,
almost
and
nothing in my hands, but it's definitely made of adamantium.
It's not quite adamantium, but you definitely look at it like, oh, god damn it. You had to use this one.
God damn it.
What did your dad
I
send
just
you?
put my thumb on the seal. It's a lockbox with a little circular rune on the front of it, and like it's like made out of like a heavy metal, but it weighs almost nothing. I put my thumb on the lock, and the box opens up and then disappears, and I am holding a pile of books.
A pile of books with a folded note on top.
Yep. And like
Your dad sent you.
these look a lot like my spell books, but they're kind of they have like they don't have like really fancy runes on them or anything. They're just heavy leather bound books, and I just kind of like almost stumble under the weight, and then like,
Oh my gosh,
good.
is it your
Send me
diary?
my research materials. Just pause, looks up at you. I don't have a diary. And then just I'm gonna
you
I'm gonna
don't?
set the books down on the table and read the note.
What? Researching.
The note is in very, overzealous texts of, here's your research material you've requested. Sorry for the delays. I've also invented a new game of Fireball Skee Ball.
Oh my gosh.
I
No,
want to
you know
play
what it is?
Fireball Skee Ball.
He needs to open the letter with, "Darling, how are you? How's my daddy's little girl? Anyways,
Oh my God.
please tell." I've been watching, but not really, and just like rambles for 10 minutes. Oh, also, here's the research materials. Rambles for 10 minutes about where he found them and how proud he is of me making such detailed notes. He read through a few of them, and then the next one is, "Oh, and I've invented Fireball Skee Ball." This letter's gotten a bit long. Anyways, Daddy loves you. Kisses.
Aww. That's
Just
adorable.
very he does love his
Everywhere.
daughter.
And it took him
He
like
is-
4 days to write this letter with like it sitting there. Not because he didn't want to tell you stuff, but because he got really excited, was writing to tell you something,
And then
got
got distracted.
saw it, and went, "Oh, I have something
Roland-
more." Got really excited, and just a repeat cycle.
Roland is ADHD
Exactly.
coded, and it's beautiful.
Okay,
Dude,
but
and
let's
he's
be
not the one that
honest,
wrote it.
all
He has a
mad
little- he
scientists
has a
are a
little
little ADHD coded.
Bro.
His he has a scribe that is literally a Sebastian but with a pen and a nice suit that just literally dictates, and he has him throw away the copies that he doesn't like, and so he went through each section of that like 3 times, got distracted, ended up doing something else for a while, then got back to it, did it like 3 or 4 times, spent a few days figuring it out. It took 3 days to write it and literally less than an hour to find this stuff and send it to me. That's how he works. Just
But also,
I love
Fireball
that.
Skee Ball.
Fireball Skee Ball. Okay, what does my father say Fireball Skee Ball is? I'm so excited.
It uses delayed spells of Fireball down a ramp to blow up large structures of wood.
Delayed
That sounds-
fireballs down ramp to blow up wood.
Yes.
Wild. Is he skiing
Hey.
while it's happening?
Well, no, that's what the ramp is for. It's Skee Ball, but with fireballs.
Don't know Skee Ball. What is? Oh.
the carnival game, Skee Ball.
Yeah, I know what it is now. I forgot what Skee Ball was. That's amazing. I call it Fireball Skee Ball. God damn. I imagine he drew me a pic. There's like pages, an extra. Like I flip the note over and it's a different page, and I flip it again and it's another page. So like on the back, on one page, there's just a drawing of it, and then on the next page, it's a drawing of
The result.
It's a literal selfie. It's a selfie from that he's of him holding his wand up and taking a selfie with his scribe labeled "My boy is coming through with this writing." He's so extra. And I'm just like looking at him like, well, my father is wonderful as ever. Fold the note back down, put it in my pocket, and then just like be like, can someone help me carry these? I don't think I can carry all of them right now. We can put them in the
Okay.
cart somewhere. They're very heavy.
What? Can we not put them back into that little charm thing?
The box is gone.
Oh no, the charm went back to my father.
That's unfortunate.
Yeah,
Just hand him over to me.
it's how he likes to
I'm strong. I
sanitize
can
them.
carry him. Nessa just puts her arms out. Load me up.
I just one at a time. Like I heft it and it's heavy for me, but put it in your arms, it's not so bad until I get to like the 5th book.
Am I running
They're
a
like,
strength
"Okay,
check
that
on
should be
this?
all of it."
I'm rolling a strength check on this. Just be strength, or should it be or athletics? What am I doing?
Strength.
I would say
Your
strength.
strength
Books
stinks.
are heavy.
Yeah, they're like physics textbooks heavy.
Hey, you're holding.
I'm holding.
I was watching a video the other day of a woman's house who fell on under her library because of how heavy her books were.
Damn.
Yup. My father's library is probably insane. I can't imagine what it looks like.
Hopefully, he reinforced his foundation.
It's held in the
Dude,
pocket dimension. It's
his
fine.
house is just yeah, it's literally a pocket dimension forged by his will. I don't think there's anything we can do. It has a door that's connected to 3 different wizard towers in different towns. He's like Howl's Moving Castling it.
There's also a new room that now has Fireball Skee Ball.
Fair.
Yep, he adds he did Fireball Bowling a few years.
Why is it always fireball?
A Fireball Basketball didn't work as well until he swapped it to Lightning Ball Basketball, in which case that was pretty wild.
It's always Fireball because explosions.
Yes, if it's big and flashy.
You know what? There. Proceed.
Approved.
Ultimate Wizard Thunderball is his most glorious creation. It's played in all of the wizard schools, but none of the other colleges except for the Bard College ever comes in, and the Bard College always kicks their ass. It's a whole league. But yeah, heavy books, we get them to the sled.
All right, let me copy this and away we go to Lonelywood. Once I find where it is in this list, there it is.
Yay!
I don't see Nala.
Lonelywood.
So you're gonna go blind for another moment. There we go. Nala was
There we
hidden
go.
off screen, so I had to repaste.
I see.
All right.
Welcome to town. Have I ever been here, Hollywood?
I'd say
Hollywood?
no.
I meant to say here in Lonelywood, but yeah, that works. I've never been to
You said
Lonelywood.
Hollywood.
It's that end of Path Town that just you just don't really go to.
Look how cursed.
Nothing happens in Lonelywood. It's called Lonelywood because people go there to be lonely.
Yes.
I thought it's named for.
It's a bunch of single mothers and college art students.
Well, also the other reason why you haven't been here is that there are no inns in this town.
Yep, we're gonna have to camp out the entire time.
No alcohol. That's sad.
There's probably somewhere you can buy alcohol.
There is a tavern, just no inn.
Yeah.
We're good then.
Does the tavern really not have any rooms for like those who get a little
Nope.
too into their cups?
Nope.
Nope, they dump them out on the street.
They just kick you out on the street. Or leave you at the table and charge you a fee when you wake up.
I mean, I guess fair.
Although it might be a small enough town that the bouncer just carries you home. He knows where everyone lives. Let's start at the tavern, Helly.
Okay.
It's probably a good place to start. We're looking for Huddle, I believe.
The tavern, you go this way, and then you loop up and
Or who again?
around
What was
to
his
here.
name?
What was that?
What was his name, Daily?
Huddle.
Person we're
Pretty
looking
sure.
for? Edel?
Let me double check my notes. Huddle. Yep. Huddle.
Yes. Huddle is the
Huddle?
Nimsy Huddle.
Huddle.
Nimsy.
Huddle.
That's a fun name.
Which you guys do pass the speaker's house if you want to stop there before going to the tavern.
Would we have known it's the speaker's
let's
house?
stop at the speaker's house.
It,
It would have a plaque.
yeah.
Oh, too.
It doesn't have, a Fox Studio lights, but it's got a sign.
Yeah, there's. I imagine in this town this small, it's like a wooden sign outside his house, which doubles as his office.
Yeah. Makes no sense.
His fiance is the receptionist.
We'll worry about that later. Yeah. All right.
I'm going to knock before I walk in.
Probably good enough.
Let me get this pulled up here.
Dude, how rude would it be to cast knock? Just blows the door open with a massive sound.
I do still have 3 uses. I've never used it.
We shouldn't do it.
Wait, Hallie.
That would be so rude.
Hallie.
Yes.
This is the second time I've pulled that card. I've never used the spell. Does that mean I have 6 uses of it?
I'm going to say that it would reset it back up to 3.
Ah, fair.
Knock is such a useful spell for getting people's attention and causing chaos.
All right.
Yeah, but
Just burst
I
in.
mean,
Bitch, I'm here.
So, inside, as you knock, the door, isn't locked and slightly opens. Inside is a decently sizable house, with a, let me take a quick look here. With a female halfling standing at a counter.
All right. Hello. We're a group of adventurers that traveled up here after hearing something strange about a moose menace.
I want to fight the moose. Point me to the moose. I want to fight the moose.
Ah, well, our loggers have been terrified by this moose, and the beast has eluded the hunters we sent out to kill it.
Point me to the moose.
Easy, girl.
Hey, she waves you into a back room. Follow me.
All right.
After a few moments, she lays out a large tray of halfling-shaped cookies.
Why are they shaped like halflings?
They're little gingerbread men.
Oh,
As you start to look around, everything in this house looks to be halfling-sized. Or at least most of it.
Yeah.
the speaker's
It's-
halfling.
The guys, look, it's a bunch of halflings. We got ginger halfling cookies. We got gingerbread halfling cookies. We got halfling chairs.
If only what's supposed to be the
halfling
Shire.
stuff.
What was that, Daily?
It's not that much bigger than me.
Something is
I mean,
lonely.
smaller than me.
Is lonely what's supposed to be the Shire. It's supposed to be the Shire.
I mean, this is
This is a town of halflings.
No, this is just the speaker's house.
Yeah,
Oh,
the
okay.
speaker's a halfling.
The speaker at the
Is
very
this
least is a
another-
halfling, yeah.
Is this another one where I should ask if I fit?
You gotta scrunch down a little bit, but the building itself
I
is
imagine the
sizable for
room's big
people.
enough.
Yeah, the building itself is suitable for tall folk. But the
none of the
And there are
furniture
some tall
is.
folk chairs.
the furniture is mostly with with a few chairs for visitors of taller stock.
I doubt taller Stockholm counts my tall, so it still
No.
looks like a grown gal trying to sit in like preschool chairs.
Not preschool, but
I do
definitely
not.
elementary.
It's like you barely are able to sit in the chair. I, however, sit on
You can stick your
one
knee
of
in
the
the
halfling
chair.
chairs and don't look that much bigger.
Thalia just kind of glares at Celeste. Don't you dare laugh.
There's a bit of a smile, but I just nod and turn to wait for the speaker.
So our hunters have been trying to look for this moose that's been running around in the northeastern parts of the woods. You can give me 1 second here.
Northeastern part of the woods.
If you guys can manage to bring back that moose, our butchers will give you about 10 gold for it, and if that's not enough for you, we can give you a little. We can offer up the old ramshackle if you're interested in that.
An old ramshackle?
Ramshackle. It's an old closed inn that closed up a few years ago.
It would be kind of cool to have a home base.
You have to maintain it.
Of course,
Close
if our
back.
hunters get the moose first, the reward will be theirs.
I see.
Gotta go find the moose.
Do you have any descriptions of this moose?
It's the only albino moose in the area.
Yes, but like, do we have a size, a shape, anything strange about it and unique, or just it's a big white moose?
Big
Where
white
it was
moose.
last roughly seen.
Just occasionally covered and spotted with blood, and last seen in the woods, northeast of the path you came in on.
All right, that's very helpful. May I confer privately with these lovely ladies in our party before we determine some of our payment and maybe ask for a favor afterwards? Nothing
Certainly.
so expensive as an inn.
Well, we can also
I mean,
give you a handful of gold
why
if you're
don't
not
we-
looking at the inn.
The other
I have
option
a- I have a
too is
few
we could always just go hunt it now, and when we come back, we can settle our payment
Moose.
because that gives
We
us
need to fight
time
the
to
moose.
talk about it
It's
while
a
we
point of
hunt,
pride.
and
the
we're
point of
less
pride.
likely to risk the other hunters catching the prize before us if we just get it done.
Go now. I want to fight a moose.
Yeah,
And
we need
also,
doesn't it
she's getting antsy.
It's a point of pride. I have to
Very
beat
well.
this damn thing.
Well, We'll
Fuck the
go and
moose.
take care of that as quickly as we possibly can. We'll be in touch.
Alrighty, we'll be here, and if you need a place to stay for the night, we've got space up in the attic.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
She hands you a small. She holds out a small plate of gingerbread cookies for the trip.
I will take 2 of the cookies, hand them to Sebastian, take another 2 cookies, hand them to Sebastian, and then take the other like a 6th set of cookies and say thank you and take a bite out of one of the cookies.
Good luck.
Sebastian's just got so many cookies now.
Yeah,
You can't
Sebastian
even
hands
eat them.
a cookie to each of you. Sebastian hands a cookie to each of you.
Good boy. I want to pat his head.
He is holding 2 cookies by the end of it. Well, no, he gives one to Nala too, so he's still holding a cookie at the end of it, just staring at it as we walk out to the.
Pat the boy's head. I'm patting the boy's head.
Sebastian is looking at how do
looks
I
up at
eat
you.
this?
I
How do
desire
I
to eat
eat
this, but I
you?
was not given a mouth. How do I eat you?
Okay, we head out to the. We're gonna. You said just northeast of the path we came in on.
Yep.
Okay. So we're heading up into the woods themselves.
If anybody, once you
Okay.
guys get into the woods, would like to search for tracks, we can roll a survival check.
Do we have anyone who's hunting
I'll
this
do
sort
that.
of thing down? Fantastic.
Is Nala still cardboard?
Yes.
Okay.
You could have Nala's animal companion help if you want.
I can never properly remember how their stats are compared to what Nala's are supposed to be, because sometimes their stats are different.
You want survival, Helly?
Yep. Use your proficiency bonuses in places. Hey, that's a nat 1.
At
Hey.
the very least, Nala the cardboard could give advantage, or Nessa could have given advantage for that.
Well,
You know what? No, I refuse. I refuse. We're not playing this game.
That's fine.
well,
I can try to track things. I don't know if I'm good at it, but I can try.
I'm not going to try and track anything so much as
Okay, you know what? I am casting. I am using the ability refund resources. I'm rerolling that d20. It's not like I just rerolled the d20, right?
yep, you'll just re-roll the d20 and then we'll add your 4.
Oh. 7.
That's it's still not looking good there. Let me.
Why
I'm gonna make.
have I insulted
for
the
moose
god
tracks.
so?
I think
Alright.
so.
I don't know.
I think Dionysus is just giving me luck.
Well, Daily got that nat 20.
I get a nat 20. I'm finding that damn moose. Where's the moose? Where's the moose?
Okay.
Daily, you have
Dionysus
never
is
seen a
favoring
moose
me.
in your
I
life,
need to
but
find the
somehow.
moose.
Okay, Thalia was more shaken up about being underground than anyone really thought.
Yep.
Yeah,
All right.
as like I realized Talia of like shaking a bit and not like getting anywhere. I'm like, "Are you all right there, sweetie?"
Okay, so
I'm fine. Um,
Daylight,
I
This is
That's fine.
practically sniffing out the moose.
I need you to roll
Have you sniffed
me two d6s.
Alright.
Okay.
Trust the process.
Oh no. Trust the process.
You
Oh,
forgot
wait.
the slash R.
Oh,
Well done. Perfect.
Okay.
There you go. 5.
So
2 and a 3.
the way that this is supposed to work is for your searching. You have found 2 regular mooses. Typically, how it works is if you succeed the save, or you meet the skill check, you roll a d6. You got the nat, so I gave you 2. So
Ah.
Okay, so we found
you,
2 regular moose.
you spent an hour and found 2 mooses.
Do
if
we
you-
want to hunt either of these mooses or move on?
I'm after the big game. You
Wait,
guys want the extra
wasn't
meat?
one
I
of
guess we
the
could.
Alright.
wasn't one of the pieces of information we got is that the albino moose is far larger than a normal moose?
Yeah.
Wouldn't that mean that its hoof print is larger?
I want to look for the bigger hoof prints.
That's
It not necessarily
So,
means it's always
Can I
the
have
footprints are
Sebastian
bigger.
look
It could
at
just
Or-
be a bigger frame.
It leaves a bigger mark. So, like, where are
More weight, deeper
Alex?
marks.
Can I see any scratch marks that antlers would have made against the trees?
Roll survival. We're gonna spend another hour looking for
I'm gonna have
iron tracks.
Sebastian. I'm also gonna have Sebastian do it because he may not be able to talk, but he can look around.
All right, Sebastian has found some tracks. Let's
I'm so
have
sorry,
him roll a
Talia.
d6. Another moose.
He rolled a 1. Just a, not even nothing. Just another moose.
Yep, just another moose.
There's a lot of moose out here. There's a lot of regular moose out here. I get the feeling the regular moose would not be where the white moose is.
All right, time for
How
hour
many
number
hours have
3.
we spent, Ellie?
It's only been 2 hours so far.
What did I find, Kelly?
You did not beat the save.
Damn.
Sebastian is going to help.
Keep
is
looking.
now going to help Talia.
Well, Daily, roll
Give the
roll
hell back
another
to
d6. He's bound to find it eventually.
I will find this damn moose.
We're gonna find every other moose in this woods.
Fuck!
Now, so what else did we hear about this moose? When does it attack? Did we?
They
do
didn't
we
give
know?
us any information. The guy who had the
Just that
information
the
didn't give
loggers
a
were
shit.
terrified.
Yeah.
So, like, how much are we hoping that if we just tramp around these woods, that it's gonna get annoyed with us and attack?
That's kind of where I'm at.
True, if we just make a lot of noise, it'll scare off all of the regular moose. And then the big one will come and
Sebastian
fight
is
us.
going to look again.
I'm glad I'm not
We're
the
gonna
only
go a
one
different
thinking
direction.
Okay,
We're going a different direction now.
that's roll that d6. Okay. That's two.
Did I roll the right number?
Well, you did not. I had to check another stipulation just based on timing. Based on the amount of time
Yeah,
spent.
like how long does it take us to cover this entire forest? Because like it took us an hour to get here.
Well, the forest is
We got a
quite
dog
large.
I don't know. It looks like we could cover the entire forest in about a day.
A day, yes, but you also travel that on dog sleds. You're not really gonna be able to get dog sleds through the woods that efficiently.
You're right.
Into the
You're
woods. Into the
okay.
woods to
Okay.
grandmother's
New
house.
tactic. Does anyone have magic that can handle this?
Don't worry. Sebastian did find something.
Oh, great.
Yes, great. Let's just throw this here.
I mean, locate object wouldn't work.
Congratulations.
It's only inanimate objects.
I mean, I could cast detect magic, but
I could too, but I don't think that is what we're looking for.
Give me just a second here to do a thing.
I don't got none.
I need to roll one more dice just for numbers. Okay, that's not bad. You guys can handle that.
I don't like it when he says things like that.
It's
What can we
fine.
handle exactly?
Neither do I.
Well, clearly we can handle anything. I can handle a
Please.
gigantic freaking white moose.
Please roll initiative.
Fine.
Fight the moose. Fight the moose. Fight the moose.
Helly. The dice don't
Fight
like
the moose.
me today.
Why did it roll my initiative twice when I did it?
Because it's listing
How's it
you
rolling
guys in
everyone's
here
initiative
twice.
twice?
I'm not sure why, but we're gonna delete your guys' lowest stats because I'm feeling nice.
Wait, why did mine not roll?
Couldn't tell yet. So this one's going to be the same.
There we go.
Initiative value of 16. Because that combatant. Okay, for whatever reason, it's still considering you guys in here twice, and I don't know why. So if you're happy with your initiative count, remember it. Else, it's going to be removed.
Okay.
Can I take the
remember it.
17? I would like the 17.
You can keep the 17. You just gotta remember it.
Alright. 17.09.
Okay, everyone should be in here once. So 17. The vehicle is not getting a roll in combat. Thalia, X, and Sebastian, you still need to roll your initiatives.
Sebastian is going to be 21 and I'm 13.
I still rolled twice. I'll take the 19 though.
Well, the 19 doesn't exist out of you.
Yeah, it only does this thing on my side, so that's a 16.
Yeah. What was that number for you, X?
Celesta is 13. Sebastian is 21.
I got Sebastian. Alright, so this one will be gone, and now everybody has got their thing. Wunderbar.
Wunderbar. How wonderful.
I just gotta update these quick so that way they can fucking see. Alright. Surprise ambush by some wolves.
Fuck.
It's wolves. I thought it was the White Moose Menace.
I'm
Alright,
not
Nessa's
in
drawing
the
her
right
sword.
map, Harry.
Nessa's ready for
Oh,
combat.
you guys didn't get brought over here. Why didn't you get brought over here?
No,
What-
that's probably why we were rolling twice.
Yeah, probably.
My founder's on a black screen. I'm waiting for it to load.
Yep, just give it a second. Sometimes when I press view, it brings you all over. Sometimes it doesn't. Is weird.
She's a little buggy, but we still love her.
Oh, actually, you know what? I missed this part. I get to do funny. I get to roll more initiatives.
Oh my god.
Look at my boys. Don't worry, my boys rolled ass.
Oh,
I
don't
don't like
worry.
the idea
I'm
of
gonna
having-
take as much advantage of that as I can.
All right.
I don't like the
Combat.
fact that I'm gonna have to fight doggies, but I'm gonna fight doggies because otherwise we might die.
Yep.
Okay. At top of the order is Sebastian, which, because he's the one who rolled it, I'm gonna get. Since you guys rolled high enough to find them, it's not a surprise round.
Cool. Sebastian is going to. Do we have the dog sled with us? I thought we were in the forest now and couldn't.
Yeah,
drive
the
it
dog.
around.
The don't worry about the dog sled. That was just a copy paste.
Copy
Okay.
pasta.
Sebastian is going to step in front between me and the dogs,
Bork.
and he is going to with he has his maul, right? So he's going to prepare an attack with his maul if one of these dogs gets close to him.
Okay, holding an action to swing when a wolf gets within range.
Exactly.
Okay. And next up is Nessa.
Desire to just run in and swing my sword at these guys, but also at the same time, I can't run that far.
They are far.
Yeah. And pretty sure my walking speed is just 40 feet.
Yep.
Yeah. I am, however, going to move to the head of the group. Like maybe right about here. So if they come rushing in, they're probably going to target me first. And prepare an action.
Okay.
I'm going to prepare a swing of my sword. And pull it out. I'm going to hold it up. I'm going to hold it up ready to swing the moment one of those dogs gets within my range.
Okay, are you holding with one hand or two hands?
Both hands.
Okay, because remember, that increases the range of your sword to 10 feet.
Yep. The moment they're in range, I'm swinging with both hands.
Okay,
That's
Hell
where
yeah.
I end my turn.
your turn.
Can I run up and ready in action?
Yeah. I mean, depends on where you want to run
Sounds
to, as
right.
long as it's within your range.
I want to run forward 15 feet, and when they get ready in action, that when they get within 10 feet, I'll cast the Earth Tremor spell.
Okay, so go ahead and move you 15 feet, unless you're still in black screen.
So weird. I'm not great at moving my character.
That's where you want to be.
Yeah. Thank you.
Okay, and you're holding an action for when a wolf gets within 10 feet of you. You're going to cast Earth Tremor.
Yes.
Okay, I want to make sure of this. I want to make sure that I'm getting your triggers correct.
Yes.
Okay, so this is going to get approximately here, which puts it at 10 feet from both of you. We'll go with Daily first, just because initiative count.
All right, swing, bat, swing. How do I target him again? There we go. And swing.
That hits.
Alrighty. And then also, because I landed a hit, for good measure, can I still use my can I use my divine smite?
I gotta look up the verbiage on Divine Smite.
It just says when I hit a creature with a melee weapon attack.
Bonus action when... My thing is that it's a bonus action, which typically you can only use bonus actions on your turn.
Aw, so you're saying I can't use divine smite? Sad. Oh well.
No, not as a reaction.
Can I at any
Alright.
point change out my spells? Is it only during level
yeah.
up?
Only during level up for Sorcerer.
That's what I thought.
Okay, Valk, you want to cast your Earth Tremor?
Okay. The wolf needs to make a Dex saving throw.
He failed.
Alright, and that's 3 damage. And he's on rough terrain.
And knocked
Or
prone.
difficult terrain. Yes.
That is important. Is there a prone status effect here? Yes. Knocked prone. Okay. It's moved 25 feet. And so that's going to be its turn. Next up is Celesta.
Okay, I am going to cast Dragon's Breath on. I think I'm going to step up to behind Daly. Oops. Yeah, I'm going to step up to behind Daly. Whoa, why is it not? There we go. Up to behind Daly, pat her on the back, and cast Dragon's Breath on her. So in front of Daly, your jaw starts to warm up, and anyone around you watches as your smile that you obviously would have in this combat is now flaming. Like your mouth is literally, the inside of your mouth is on magical fire.
I'm gonna burn
And
down
so
my
for
enemies
1
with
minute-
holy blaze!
So for 1 minute, you will be able to.
Maybe it should be him
use
20
a-
rather than him 10.
I think it's an action. It's an action to cast Dragon's Breath.
Yes.
Oh, so I'd have to blow fire or swing my sword. I cannot do.
It's 3d6 fire damage, and it's a cone, so it's good for if you want to hit multiple enemies.
Ah. So maybe I want to hold
And
on
then
to
I'm gonna
this
step
and then until I
back
defeat this
behind-
one.
I'm going to step back behind Sebastian, and I don't think I have any bonus action spells or things I can do. Let me check.
You have casted a leveled spell, so you have to be a bonus cantrip.
Yeah. I don't have any bonus cantrips, so.
Yep.
Let's see.
And if that's the end of your turn, next up is Queen, who is...
That's an action. Actually, no. Dragon's Breath is a bonus action.
It is a bonus action, but it is still... You could do a cantrip that's a normal action. You still can't cast two
bonus
leveled
action.
spells.
Yeah, bonus action for daily, and this dog took.
So you're saying I
damage,
can
right?
either.
The one that's closest to you has taken two hits, but is also knocked prone.
You're
It's
saying I
knocked
can choose
prone.
to either blow the fire out of my mouth or divine smite this bitch.
Toll the Dead then. So DC 15 Wisdom saving throw for the doggo.
That's a fail.
Okay.
That's 2d12.
2d. Whoops, wrong button. There we go. Normal. 11 damage.
Okay. Anything else?
And that's my turn. I forgot that Dragon's Breath was bonus action.
Okay.
cast.
Nala and the Drake are still cardboard at the moment.
Yep.
So we're just gonna jump to the wolf's turns. It's going to move. That's one too far. It's gonna move 30 feet. And it's gonna munch Thalia.
Oh, I can try.
Well, luckily it rolled a 10.
That does not hit.
I figured it wouldn't. Just checking anything else here. Okay. So that's that wolf's turn. That one's gonna run that far.
Recreational activities.
God, I wish Sebastian had a mouth.
You know, this
rolling to
wolf.
give him a mouth.
I mean, okay. Here's the thing, though. The spell does not say anything about them having to have a mouth. It just says that they can exhale energy. So.
But Sebastian can't exhale. He doesn't breathe.
I know. He
So
breathes.
this is going to be an
has a
interesting one
nose.
here. Let me rotate this to 180 degrees. And I need both Nessa and Thalia to make me a Dex save.
Oh fuck! I'm bad at those.
Uh-oh. Oh, Skadios.
Okay, Thalia, you pass.
Well, that's good.
Daily, you
I'd
did
be
not.
really scared if I did not.
Alright, how much damage I'm taking?
Oh, I forgot.
I will get you that damage here in just a moment.
I'm a tank!
That
I
is-
am a tank!
That is 13 cold damage. And Thalia,
Damn.
you are
Is
taking...
this one of those half damage things?
It is a half damage thing.
Yeah, I figured.
And then you need to make a con save, because isn't your spell concentration Earth Tremor?
I don't believe it is. No.
It's not?
I think it just makes the earth
It's a one-time
Nope.
tremble, and then,
creates
Yeah, no, I just kind of screwed up the ground.
Okay. I thought the ground was messed up for the duration of the spell's effect. That's my mistake. Okay, so there's some damages for the peoples. Take your 6 damage, Valk.
I'm trying to figure out what it would be. That would be 55, right? Or 45.
It would be 45.
Yep.
Okay, and then next up is this boy, who's just gotta move closer. The wolves are moving in. I'm gonna delete that
Oh, boy.
marker. This one bit. That one. Okay.
Why do these wolves seem so big? Are these dire wolves?
These are winter wolves.
Awful. Yeah.
Okay. Sebastian's turn. Sebastian put himself in front, and then
Sebastian's
people
gonna
walked
run up-
past him.
Yeah, it's not his fault. He did his best. He is going to. Okay, that dog can't really get. That dog's gonna flank us.
Bark, bark.
Does he want to go there or does he want to go there?
Well, he's already moved 5, so you can only move another 25 unless you want to back him up 5 feet.
Yeah, he's gonna. I was thinking of backing him up.
Which we won't count that as movement just
Yeah, no,
because
I'm
he's
gonna
already
keep
there.
No, he's gonna stay there. He's gonna stay there.
Okay, I just meant if you were gonna go
And
up towards
he's
the
gonna
other
move
wolf.
forward.
But yeah, he's
I
fine
thought
there.
about it, but he's gonna move forward, and he's gonna make just take a two-handed swing with his maul.
Okay, that
18.
hits.
Okay, and that's 2d6 plus 2. R.
You not just have the
It's a
damage button?
15-foot cone?
There's no damage button. 11 damage.
What are you on about, Daily? Okay.
I'm just thinking.
And he's gonna swing.
If a 15-foot
again.
cone would be.
Again!
15-foot cone.
That's another hit.
Both of these guys. Without hitting anyone else. I
And
can't
that's
do
gonna
it here. If
be
I
a
do it
normal hit.
here,
8
it'll
damage.
probably hit Thalia. But if I take a step forward, I can get all 3 of these guys, I think. Without hitting Thalia.
And he's just, yeah, it just took 2 swings into the wolf, and he's just catching attention and holding it.
Okay. Next up is Daily.
Alright. I'm taking a step forward. And I am going to use the Dragon's Breath. I believe if I cast it straight forward from here, 15 foot's going to catch all 3 of these wolves.
Yeah.
So that is what I'm doing.
Yep.
What is the save on that?
Go.
Oh, it's a DC 15.
It is, yeah, it's a DC 15 dex save.
So they held the rolls with Dex. Yeah.
2 of them
They
failed.
take fire.
1 of them failed.
Okay, the failure takes 17. The other two take half that.
Yes, I just need to figure out which one is
So
actually. I should not have done it the way I did, but I did. The one that fails is probably gonna be the one that's prone, just because that makes sense.
That makes sense.
So that's going to be 17 to him. He is now bloodied. And then these ones.
That was a
take-
bonus action to do that, right? To
That
breathe
is-
fire?
That is your action.
It's
Oh, that is
an
my action.
Yeah. It's basically there to give you access to area of effect if you want it. I was hoping
Which
to
I
give you
wanted
some,
it.
the ability to hit like
They're closing in.
3 enemies at a time rather than just 2 enemies. Really hard. So it's
Because
to
in theory,
soften
if
them
I'm
up,
close enough to two
just for
wolves,
early.
I can attack one and then immediately turn around and attack the second one, so long as they're both within range, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're gonna my double deck? Second
Yep.
Deck?
But you have not used a melee attack as an action this turn, so you do not get a second
Yeah,
attack.
I know.
Is there anything
I know
else you
that.
wish to do for your turn?
No, not necessarily.
Okay. Thalia, it is your turn.
I am going to cast Booming Blade, and using my Infinity Staff, I am going to attack the one right in front of me.
Grand Staff of Cheating.
That's always been its name,
Yep.
Daily.
It's been its name, yeah.
I forgot that was what its name was. I
Okay.
love it.
A 5 does not hit.
Yes, my father's a dweeb. We all know this.
I don't know why I did that many times.
So, wait, I'm trying to piece together what you're doing here. So, your first attack, which was a 5, was a miss. So then...
No, so I clicked on the spell and then on to the staff. And when I hit the roll damage on whichever first one popped up,
Which was the staff.
that was what it ended up rolling. But I had a whole list of those notifications popped up.
Okay. Well, we're going to attack this in order.
Yep.
So, your melee attack with the stat with Infinity was a miss, which does not trigger Booming Blade because it's when you hit. So then your second... So then I'm assuming you're... Does Booming Blade work with second melee attack? Do you even get second melee attacks as a sorcerer?
No, that was a double click.
Okay. So yes, your
That's
melee...
what I was trying
Booming Blade
to get
lasts
at.
until it's expelled.
Okay, well, your blade is still booming, but you missed your
Booming
melee.
Blade lasts until it's burned. Yeah.
So is there anything else you would like to do?
No, I don't have a reaction.
Okay. I was trying to piece together what was going on there, because there was 3 different rolls that popped up. Okay.
Like I was trying to say, I double clicked.
I get you. I was just trying to piece together. All right, this wolf is going to spend half its movement to stand up.
Just for me to knock him down again.
Well, he is now going to bite at the paladin.
Fuck.
Hey, Helly.
Yeah?
Did he make his deck saves at disadvantage?
No, but he failed it.
Okay, as long as he failed it, because he was prone. So
Yeah, that he failed.
Yeah.
Okay. So, because you are within 5 feet of another wolf,
Fuck.
that is a 24, so that's gonna hit.
Ah.
That is 10 damage.
Yeah, not bad. I can take 10. Not even bloodied.
And not yet, but you're gonna be feeling it. These
I'm
guys can't do
fine.
anything else. So, that's its turn. It is now Celesta's turn.
cool. I'm gonna cast Fireball.
That's fair.
What just happened? And I'm just gonna get. Yeah, I'm just gonna get all these guys. And I'm going to use Spell Sculpt to exclude Daly and Talia and Sebastian.
Okay. So I'm gonna do this the
So
proper way and
DC
roll
15 Dex save.
these individually. All right. So this one failed. This one failed. That one six. This one succeeded. This one succeeded. This one failed. So this one.
Good enough
So
for me.
this one. Yeah, let's roll that damage.
23 or 11. On
Okay.
success, it's 11. Everyone else takes 23.
Yep. So I'm gonna just get those damages rolled out here real quick. That's full damage to that one, and then these two are half.
And Talia and Nessa, you are enveloped in like a nuclear ball of fire, but completely untouched from its effects. Like there's a neat little
Honestly, I'm
circle
just
around your feet
picturing.
where the snow hasn't even melted.
I'm just imagining what happens in Blue Exorcist when Green actually finally gets control of his flames and washes over Shiemi, and she's like, "It's warm." That's what I'm imagining.
All right. Anything else?
I don't think I have a bonus action I can do. Yep, no bonus actions. Uh, oh, I do have a bonus action. I'm going to chromatic infuse Sebastian's hammer. I'm going to step up and infuse his hammer, and then step back. So they're right here, and then infuse his hammer, and then step back. So I'm going to use that.
How are you chromatic infusing?
Gift of the Chromatic Dragon.
Okay.
As a bonus action, you can touch a simple or martial weapon and infuse with one of the following damage types:
And that deals an
acid,
extra
cold,
D4.
fire,
Yep.
lightning, or poison for the next minute. Yep,
Okay.
deals a D4 of that. So
I was
it's
pulling
fire
up the
damage.
effect. I couldn't find chromatic infusion in my search.
Yeah.
Okay. Anything else?
I think that's it. That's all my ability to do stuff.
Okay. I'm gonna throw. So he's got until round 12 until that fire goes out. Queen, I'm assuming, is still cardboard.
I'm gonna put a burning effect on him to remember.
That's
Yes.
good. Okay, it is Wolf's turn. And You know what? He liked what Daly did so much. See if I can get this angled at just right.
Fuck you. Why is
Oh,
my
wait,
cone
hold up.
still there? How
need
do
to
I
look
get rid
for
of my
fireball
cone?
damages. If I rolled any ones, okay, I'm good. Never mind.
That is technically in Sebastian's tile. Do we count? Do we wish to count it?
I mean, look how
The
far on
purple's
the
not
edge
in
of
his
this tile
tile.
it is.
Yeah, the purple's not, but that's.
The purple's not.
I mean, the purple's less important than this. I imagine, like, if the actual cone, like, touched his
I would
circle,
count
then
this.
it would make sense.
I would count this tile as being affected.
Yeah, but that's
Yes,
not
exactly.
We'll let Sebastian slide.
like it got real close, uncomfortably close, but not
he,
right there.
he got a little bit of frost on him.
Yeah.
He's got some crystallizing. But I need Thalia and Nessa to make another deck save.
Damn.
Fuck you with these fucking deck saves.
Ooh, you both get to take the full damage this time. Luckily, it was not that good of a roll. It's 12 damage.
Last time it was 10 damage.
Okay, Drake Companion is still cardboard. This wolf is going to take a step forward. Sebastian does not get an opportunity attack because we are not leaving. We are advancing on the forefront.
Yep.
And we're gonna bite it daily.
Jesus Christ.
That's a 21. Actually, I need to roll that again because we do have advantage.
Fuck you.
It's still a 21. So that's going to be 12 damage. Munchy munchy.
Fine. Down to a third of my health. Fuck you.
The wolves think you're tasty.
Apparently.
Alright, this one here is going to move 30 feet down and then 10 feet over, because that's its speed. And it's gonna munch at Sebastian.
Yep.
Nom 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 nom. That's a 24.
I mean, no, it doesn't hit him. He's fine.
That's 6 damage to the boy.
Okay.
Next up is this guy. He's just gonna walk over here. That's gonna be his turn. And this one's gonna munch at Valk, right, Thalia? Because he can.
Yeah.
That's a 21.
Damn.
Munchy,
What's the
munchy, munchy,
damning
munchy,
happening?
munchy. 9 damage.
We better not fucking wipe to some wolves, you motherfucker.
Well, don't worry. It's Sebastian's turn.
I am
Cool.
worried. Because it's Sebastian's turn.
Sebastian is going to look at these two wolves in front of him and do which one looks the most hurt.
The one that is
Like, is either one of them
between
bloodied?
the one that is between him and Nessa is bloodied. So the one that's here.
Okay, he's gonna swing at the weak link.
Okay.
He's angry.
17 hits.
17.
Plus
8
1d4.
damage. Plus a d4, you're right.
I'm gonna be truthful to your damages here.
That's total of 10 damage.
Alright.
Wolf's still standing.
Yep.
Second attack.
Surprise,
22
it hits.
And
That's another
And-
8 damage.
8 damage.
It is still alive and it is still angry.
Yep, I
All right, I'm
imagine
attacking
so.
it now.
Well, does Sebastian have anything else?
He's not too hurt, so he doesn't have anything with a bonus action he can do. A bonus action, he just glares glarefully.
That's
Okay.
a free action.
Nessa, it's your turn. You are slowly getting encroached upon.
Okay, there's one in the middle. I'm swinging at it.
This one?
Yeah, this one.
That's a hit.
That one. Alright,
Okay.
9 damage plus Divine Smite.
I was going to ask if you wanted to smite before I did damage calc.
Alright.
Yeah, fuck this wolf.
Are you using any additional spell slots, or is this just the base level 1?
I'm trying to remember is how to use that. Which one is this using?
It's 2d8 base,
Ah.
and then an extra.
Okay, so this
D6.
is
I mean, an extra.
an extra
D8.
Okay, so this is the level 2 spell slot. Yeah, I'm using the level 2 spell slot. Okay.
That's 2d8.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, it's
Oh,
3d8 because
no,
Divine Smite starts
No.
at 2d8 for first.
that's right. I misread that.
Oh,
Yeah, it's 3d8. So
I'll just
roll
use
another D8.
I'll just use the one level spell, the first level spell slot then.
Congratulations.
Him dead?
Took him down.
Him dead. All right, second attack.
Good. He's dead.
I gotta
Second
find which
attack.
one that is.
That
in the list.
guy.
Dead.
Natural
that's a crit.
20 on the
That
second
is-
attack.
That is a nat 20.
Yep.
Which
Attack. Wait, no, not attack. Damage. Critical hit.
26.
Can I
okay,
do Divine Smite again?
you can.
Or
You'll
is,
use
he,
a
or is he already dead?
well. You don't want me to do damage calc until you decide if you want to do divine smite. We established this precedent.
Yeah.
Fine. I'm doing Divine Smite. He's gonna be dead.
Okay, so you did.
Wait, doesn't Divine Smite require a bonus action?
Oh, maybe I can't use
No,
Divine
it's
Smite
just
again.
when you hit. Never mind.
It's-
Never mind.
Yeah, it's just when I hit.
I'll shut up. You're right.
Yep, it is just when you
It's
hit.
just when I hit. It is a It is just it's a special.
So I hope
So I
you
don't think it
expelled.
has
3d8
to-
damage.
I do
Yeah,
hope
but I
you've
did.
expelled 2
did.
spell slots.
I did. 2 first level spell slots.
Okay.
And they both did?
22 plus 38. That's 60 damage you did this turn, Daily.
They both did, right? Beautiful. I'm
did
gonna
you
use
not
my
see the big
movement
ass
to
skull?
move. I want to use my movement to move between Celesta and this last wolf. And this wolf here.
You're gonna
Okay,
take
the
one
opportunity attack.
opportunity attack, but
Fair enough. I'm gonna protect my boo.
There are no other wolves within proximity, so it is not an advantage. But that is a dirty 20.
Fuck. Alright. Hit me with it.
it's just a bite attack, so shouldn't be too bad.
You say that, it's 15. The good news is that this could not have
doing
killed.
good. I'm not doing good.
The good news is Like,
I'm
the good
sitting
news
there
is
bloodied,
you have the
heaving, barely
healer
holding
with
my
you.
sword up, standing there in between Celesta and this wolf.
You're using your sword as a crutch.
Yeah, the good news is, Daily, you have the healer with you.
You are the
I
healer.
am the healer.
Exactly. You always have the healer with you.
I am the bucket healer
And
and
you
the
have
tank.
a bonus action. And you have a bonus action.
Except for I don't think my bonus action can be used to heal myself.
Well, also lay on
Lay on
I
hands.
really
full
actually can't do
action.
anything.
Lay on hands is a full action.
Yeah, lay on hands is a full action.
Yep,
Yeah.
yeah.
The only thing I would have that's a bonus action would be Shield of Faith.
Okay. Anything
that
else
could be
on your
useful.
turn?
Do I waste? No, you know, I'm not gonna use the spell slot. Spell slots are for Divine Smite, not much else.
Okay. Going once. Going
True
twice.
I'm done. I'm done.
Hell yeah.
So you said that the blooming blade is still into effect.
Yeah.
I am going
Until
to
you hit something or take a short rest, whichever happens first.
attack
Uh,
this one.
at this one up here.
Yeah.
That does not hit.
Try.
Damn.
Your dice are not happy with you
You
today.
got my luck right now.
Yeah.
Anything else?
I'm gonna use ability of the gods and roll 2d4.
Okay. And when we add that to the total, that's a hit.
13.
13. Okay.
Crack his head open.
So now you get to do booming blade things.
Oh,
Which
damn.
is
On a
on a
hit,
hit, the
number
target.
fact.
2d8.
Well, no, that's if the target moves. Okay, and then it does the additional damage. Okay, that's where that part is. Booming blade is
Yeah.
weirdly worded.
It is weirdly worded. So it takes 2 damage now, and if it moves, it takes another 2d8.
Yep.
Okay, so it just takes the 2 now. Again, it's very weirdly worded. Okay, 2 damage. It got bonked.
And that's all I can do.
Well, no, the melee damage deals an extra 1d8 thunder damage on hit.
Oh. Then I roll.
Oh, yeah.
Again, it's a very
It's
poorly
2d8 at
worded.
fifth level.
Well, that's for moving.
That's for moving. Okay, so it is a d8, and then if they move, it's an extra 2d8.
Hey!
Again, it's weird.
Yeah, this is not a well written spell.
Okay, is that anything else for your turn?
Nope.
Okay, Celesta.
Cool. It's a 30-foot long, 5-foot wide. Let me measure this real quick. So if I move there, yeah. Okay. Then I am going to move. Whoops. I'm going to move to this space and cast Agonizar's Scorcher. and just line up these three motherfuckers in a line. Choose each creature, cast the spell,
So 30 foot long.
and yeah, let me draw the line. So 30 feet, right about there. And I'm going to exclude, because it's evocation, I'm excluding daily, and it's a second level, so I can also exclude Talia.
Okay. And then these are just more deck saves.
Yep, DC 15. Actually, that should be higher than that. Hold up.
Well, I'm still making these rolls. Because the fact that we need to roll doesn't change.
It's 16.
Well,
Yeah, it's 16 because my pen has a +1 spell casting focus. It's not factored into my
the
DC
one
right now.
the one in the back is the one that failed.
Okay. And so they're all going to take damage. It's just the guy that succeeded only takes half. So 13 damage to the failures and 6 to the living, the ones who dodged.
The one in the back is looking bloodied.
Yep.
All right. Anything else?
And then that's a full action. I don't have a bonus action I can do without dropping that. So yeah, that's the turn. Wait, hold up. Can I have more than one of these? Okay, after I use this bonus action, can't do so until a long rest. Got it.
Yeah, well, the infusions are spent for the moment.
Yeah, I
Okay,
don't have an infusion.
we're gonna bite at Valk,
Kinky.
and we got pack tactics. That's
Not so
23.
kinky.
Yeah, that hits.
13 damage.
Kinky.
Damn, girl, don't go down.
Not gonna lie, I just might. I'm not doing so hot.
Nom 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 nom.
Yep.
Okay, Queen and Drake are still, cardboard. Hey, we missed a bite on Sebastian.
Yeah, just bites at Sebastian, and Sebastian just like takes a step back and then readies his maul. His now flaming maul.
Okay, now it's this wolf's turn. He's gonna move 20 feet here, and then 10 feet here. Actually, we can go another 10. We're gonna go here, right in the middle of everybody.
God fucking damn him.
The world is his oyster.
Flanking bastard.
I'm gonna. Okay, Valk, the dice have chosen you for this one. That's a dirty 20.
Alright.
I rolled a d3 to see who he was going to bite. That is 10 damage. Not done yet. 1 HP and a dream.
I am just barely standing.
All right. This wolf is going to bite at Nessa.
Fuck off!
Hey, I gotta roll that one again because I forgot the advantage.
Fuck off again.
Well, don't worry, it's a 14.
Yeah, as I said, fuck off. Not hitting. Fuck off.
All right, it's Sebastian's turn.
Cool. Sebastian is going to move here. and he is going to.
So wait,
with
who's on 1
advantage,
HP in
'cause
a
he's
dream though?
flanking, Talia.
Here, to make
Smash
things
your
easier
time.
for maneuverability, I'm gonna make those 2 wolves hidden just because
So that's an 18 for his first attack
that's it. Which one is he attacking?
to hit. The one that he's flanking.
Okay, so
The one between him and Talia that he
that
built a
one?
flank with, so he can be flanking it.
Okay, so that's a hit.
Okay, that's gonna be normal hit 11 plus a d4, so 13 damage. Still standing.
Yep,
Swing again.
that's a hit.
23 to hit. And 7 plus 2, so 8, 9 damage.
Still standing. Still pissed as hell.
And yeah, that's what
And
that's
flip
what
you off.
Sebastian's got.
And flip you off as a bonus action.
Exactly.
Okay, Daly, it's your turn.
I've got a decision make. Wait. Yeah, no, we got a decision to make here. Save myself or save my friend?
That is the question.
Which one brings more glory?
Self-sacrifice. I don't have time for ferrying. And cure wounds requires I touch.
Touch.
They both require touch.
Yes, you gotta run between those dogs. You gotta
Yep.
walk right
Look.
between those dogs now.
And
Yeah.
luckily, there is no, opportunity attacks here.
Because I'm still within the range.
Yep.
So, walking, targeting, casting cure wounds. At a second level spot, actually.
Nice.
That's 4d8.
Yeah. Is that 48? Or is it 2d8?
So it's Cure Wounds at base is 2d8. The healing increases by 2d8
No,
for
it's
each
1.
spell slot.
It's 1. It's 1d8 plus my spellcasting modifier.
Oh, yeah, I was looking at the
And it,
my pull-up pulled the 24 rules, not the 20 and not the 14 rules. Apparently,
Yeah,
Cure
you
Wounds
pulled
got a
up the
buff.
New rules. Yep.
that's still 9 health, so now you're 10 health in a dream! You know what? I think I'm gonna stay here. There's not much else I can do.
Awesome. Thank you. Sorry, I was in the middle of reading something.
All
You're
good.
good. I basically just dashed between the 2 rolves, pulled both my hands on your shoulders, and I'm like, all right, you gotta survive this, because I might die here. Protect my girlfriend!
All right, I'll get you your HP just so we're not. Okay, you got it. Never
I
mind.
did.
All right. Anything else, Daly?
I mean, the only other things I can do cost spell slots.
Fair enough. All
I
right,
don't got
Dahlia.
enough.
You just got a little bit reinvigorated, and you have wolves on 3 sides of you, and Nessa behind you.
So I'm gonna cast sleep.
Okay.
Ooh. What level?
Right here.
Damn. Gonna get everyone except for the cardboard.
We'll cast it at second level.
So that's going to be
And-
6d8. Or 7d8.
Yeah. How do I?
When you select the spell, it should ask you what level, and then you just roll the damage.
Okay. And then I am also going to use Careful Spell Meta Magic, which allows me to choose up to a number of creatures equal to my Charisma modifier who are immune to the spell. My Charisma modifier is 4, so...
Well, your careful spell means they automatically succeed on the saving throw.
Yes.
There is no saving throw.
Damn it.
On
We're
sleep?
all gonna fall asleep.
Yeah, there is no saving throw on
It
sleep.
starts with the lowest HP creature.
Yeah, that it
Yeah,
does.
starts with the lowest HP.
Well,
Makes its way up.
Okay.
let's hope I didn't just screw us all over.
I gotta do some numbers here.
I apologize if I,
mean,
just screwed us
Sebastian and I are
over,
fine.
but it's always
I'm
more
pretty sure
entertaining when
Sebastian
things
and I
go
have
wrong.
both health.
So let's see. So
Ness is definitely going to
I-
fucking sleep here.
so yep, that Nessa, you're
Yeah,
asleep.
we're gonna be fine.
I am too.
Yep, and there goes.
Nessa's hands slip off. Nessa's hands slip off Thalia's shoulders, and she just thuds down into the
Okay.
snow.
In my defense, I was heavily injured.
You were. Uh, okay, there's your points.
None of the wolves got knocked out.
One
None
of them
were
did.
Low enough.
One
One-
of them. One of them.
Oh. Okay. Cool.
Well, so you
Cool,
also got
cool,
to you also have to remember Valk and Dale used up 15 of the 33 points.
Yep. Uh-huh.
Okay. So you are asleep until you take damage,
Oh no.
Or until someone slaps.
or until you
Wait,
are
for what?
woken up. Celesta, it's your turn.
Wait.
You-
How long does the spell last?
No.
Let me double check here real
Wait.
quick.
Especially because Valk put herself to sleep.
It is
Thalia
not-
put herself to sleep. So does that?
It is
does
not
that
concentration.
Impact the spell?
It's not concentration. It just lasts.
Actually, it is concentration. Well, wait. That's the 2014. Wait, no, that's the 24. That's the 2024 rules. 2014 is not concentration.
Oh, it says 1 minute. I think it says 1 minute.
Duration is
It
1
just
minute.
lasts
It
1
takes
minute.
the time. It takes the time of an action and it lasts 1 minute.
Yes.
1 minute sleep.
Yep.
Quick power nap.
Cool.
But
Cool,
a 1
cool,
minute is
cool,
like how many
cool.
turns?
That's 10 turns.
Damn. All right. See, that's plenty of time.
All right, Celesta,
Yep.
you just watched
Time swap.
2 of your friends and a wolf just tuck her out.
Yeah. So about that.
You're gonna cast Fireball?
Fireball at 4th level. Yeah. Fireball at 4th
I read
level.
your
I'm
mind.
gonna exclude myself and all of my allies, and the guy who's asleep takes a critical. Does that mean he just takes max damage
Well, is it critical or is it just a disadvantage?
because he's unconscious? No, he's unconscious. And because of the sleep effect, any attack, if someone
Automatically
creatures
fails
blah, blah, blah.
strength and deck saves.
Yeah, and it's a critical hit if the attacker's within 5 feet of the creature. Okay, never mind. Then yeah, it's just fuck you. So yeah.
Okay, well,
suck on that.
let me roll my deck save, starting with this one up here. That's a fail. This one here. That's a succeed. This one fails because sleep. This one fails.
Okay, so all of the failures take 32 points of damage, and the successful one takes half of that, so that's 16 damage.
The only one to succeed was this one, so he takes half, and then you take 32. You take 32. And you take 32. Which one is that? That's this one.
And you get a fireball. And you get a fireball. And you get a fireball.
All right. Anything
I didn't
else?
kill all of them. How bad are these wolves fucking looking right now?
Two of the one that's furthest away from you is very bloody. The one that
This
is
one's dead.
the one that is here is moderately bloody. This one's just pissed.
Okay, I am going to move over to here.
Well, careful
Gonna
with your pathing,
be-
because you're passing through this tile.
Okay, I'll take the extra 5 feet to move over.
There you go. Hey, it's
I'm
important.
I'm just taking the movement, moving over. We're good.
Not to mention, you also had to
Yeah, I'm gonna.
move through Sebastian, so it's best just moving around him.
No, I'm
Yeah, I mean, just
literally
stepping over a
climbing
dead
the
wolf body.
Okay.
Scrambling over the dead wolf
Yeah,
body.
no, there's
Anything
there's
else?
my 4th level spell, fellas. I mean, at this point, no, I got fuck all.
All right, we got the cardboard. This one's gonna bite at Valk, and it's gonna roll with advantage because you're prone. And if it hits, it's a critical.
At least this will. At least this will wake up Valk.
Well, that's a 25. And
I
that
don't
means
think it's gonna wake up Valk.
and it's a crit.
I mean, you woke up for a split second.
Oh, that's 22 damage.
Yep.
That's twice Valk's current hit points.
It's not twice the max hit points, though. It is not an
Yeah,
insta
true.
kill. Remember, insta kills is doing twice your total hit pool.
Which
In
means
one
I
hit.
can only be instant killed by dragons.
You underestimate my powers.
No, you just have to go 40 points into the negative. An adult red dragon could instant kill you.
Okay, so the next turn is this guy. He's gonna bite at Sebastian.
Well, I thought you said it's twice to your health, or is it half your health? What?
It
Isn't it
has to
twice your
do
maximum?
Your full hit points after you're dead. So once you're unconscious, it has to do your full hit points into the negative in one attack.
Luckily for Sebastian, he's not getting advantage. He's not getting hit with any advantage. 14. Does that hit Sebastian?
Yeah, no, fuck that guy. Ooh. No, he has 15 AC.
Okay, I couldn't remember what his AC was
My boy-
offhand.
Armor on. My boy's wearing a poorly
All right.
fitted dwarven mail.
And now this
Oh
one's
yeah,
gonna
I
take.
probably shoved him into that.
And now this one's going to bite at Daily. That's a 17.
dead. Now I'm dead. Doesn't matter what you roll, I'm dead.
Well, I'm still gonna roll the funny math rocks because funny math rocks.
Well, no, 17 you said.
It's
Doesn't my
17.
AC still count? Does my AC still count when I'm unconscious?
Yeah.
I don't have.
That doesn't hit.
Okay. Well, it was
That doesn't hit. My AC's 18.
you're throwing this big conniption.
Because I thought he was gonna hit harder. And then he did.
I mean, he would have hit you for 25 if it hit.
I have no way to heal.
Well,
But
it's
I'm awake!
Sebastian. It's
Oh, no,
Sebastian.
I'm not awake. I didn't take damage.
You did
Fuck.
not take damage. You
I'm
are
only
still
doing-
asleep.
Ah ha ha.
All right.
Yeah.
Sebastian's turn.
Okay. I mean, he's gonna focus on the dog that's right in front of him. It's kind of what he has to do right now. So, you know,
I'm gonna hide this body. I'm
zappity.
gonna move these 3 bodies out of the way real quick just so I can interact with things.
Yep. So there's 10 to hit.
That does not. That's a miss.
Okay,
That one-
second attack, 16 to hit.
That one does.
That's 5 plus 3, 8 damage.
I don't know what I did to this man.
He's
I don't
just
either.
invisible. Him's invisible.
I sent him 5 feet underground. There we go.
You sent him to the graveyard.
I
You
sent him
to
to
the
the Shadow
Realm.
Realm. Okay. Anything else from Sebastian?
Doggy boy.
He's not really hurt, so no.
Okay.
He's just gonna.
Daly is
Stand there in
still
the
asleep
wake
for another 8 rounds. I need Thalia to make a death
Falcon's still
save.
asleep. Damn. Forgot about that. Pick me up. I need to heal my friend.
Okay.
Yes.
That's a positive. That's a good one.
Heal
We
my
like those.
friend.
All right.
Wait. Was that not? Oh, it just means it met the save. I thought it was a.
No,
When it was green like that, I thought it was a. Crit.
nope. It just wasn't a fail. It was just the important part. All right, Celeste, it's your turn.
Again. Jesus Christ. Oh, I mean, fuck. I do not have anything else I can do except for this. One sec. Let me double check something.
We're gonna wipe,
Yeah,
aren't
I'm
we?
gonna just do
Can't believe we're gonna wipe
I'm
this
just gonna do
stupid
Fireball
fucking
again.
wolves.
I'm just gonna do Fireball again. Fuck it.
I mean, you do have cantrips that you can use.
I do, but I need to do a lot of damage fast. I can't let them be unconscious over there like that.
Okay, where were you plopping down the fireball?
I guess I could move over and do Burning Hands. Do I have Chromatic Orb still? Yeah, I could do Chromatic Orb. I'm going to do Chromatic Orb. So which of these two guys over by the girls looks the most hurt?
This one up here is the most hurt. The other one just looks pissed.
Is he ragged or bloody?
He's very
Is he
bloody.
ragged or bloody? Okay, I'm going to fuck him up. So I'm going to do Chromatic Orb. I'm going to cast the spell. A normal attack roll. 14 to hit.
That hits. Do you have the diamond worth 50 GP?
Yes, we got a hold of one for me to use for this spell.
Okay, I just had to make sure because your wand only handles things under
I know
a gold.
Yeah. 17 damage. And it's going to be fire damage.
All right. good news for you guys. Which one is it? It's this one.
He dead. Cool. And yeah, I can't bonus action anything. I got no more features. I got no bonus action. Scoob.
All right. We skipped past the cardboard.
Yep.
This one is going to circle around Sebastian and is going to bite at
Yep.
Celesta.
This motherfucker.
11.
Ooh. That's my AC.
That's a save. No. Meets it, beats it is what we've been doing because the Valk got a 13 and it hit on a 13.
Yep.
So
And I don't have shield, so
damage. 9 damage.
Jesus.
Just a little bit of a nibble.
Why won't it let me do the math, fucker?
I'll just apply the damage to you. There you go.
Yeah, I should be at 35. There we go.
Okay, and this wolf
And I'm making
gonna
my
bite it daily.
Concentration.
Yep,
Concentration.
you
And
did
I'm
it.
gonna say fuck off.
Succeed.
We roll with advantage. Well, congratulations again. We got a 16.
Fuck off. Telling these wolves to fuck it off in my fuck off in my
Okay,
conscious state.
Sebastian's turn.
I mean, he's just
It's
gonna.
it's
encore. Same shit.
It's
Same
sa-
shit. Same
eight-
wolf.
That's the 13. That
13
AC hits. Okay, 9 damage plus 4.
Whoops, that was plus a D4. So that's 13.
All right.
Cool. Sebastian's going to go. Yeah, he's going to go 1, 2. So 15 feet over to here. And step over to here where that wolf is.
Okay, and second attack.
And he's going to make his next attack.
That's a nat 1.
Natural one.
Fuck.
So
Backs
he's hitting
himself
daily.
on the on
I'll
it.
say that's a daily hit. And that's 10
That's 11 damage daily.
I'm dead.
You are knocked out. Well,
Damn.
time for you to make your death save, Daily.
Damn, hit by my own friend.
Yup, by your boy, Ethan.
My boy! My
I
boy!
didn't mean to.
Fuck!
Wait,
no.
it's not a crit fail.
That's
It's just a
too
1
good.
fail. No, it was a 7. It's just a fail. It's just right because it's a fail.
Oh, it was a 7. Okay. Jesus. It looked like a 1 for a second. I was like, oh no.
Okay, Valk. Death save, please.
You just have to succeed on 1.
Okay, so you're 1 and 1.
Mm-hmm.
All right, Celesta, it's your turn. You just watched Sebastian hit Nessa.
Jesus Christ. I'm going to talk to him about that later. Do I have a bonus action that I can use that will make this easier? No. Okay. Fucking Daly's unconscious, so I guess my concentration's gone anyways, but let's see. Firebolt, be 2d10, or Totally Dead, which will be 2d12, okay? Make a save, motherfucker! DC 15. Wisdom. You don't look wise to me.
Congratulations, that's a critical fail.
Oh,
Ah.
cool. Do I do
Wow.
critical
Well-
damage then? I guess.
We'll do critical damage. It's a nat 1. That is the
Okay.
precedent we
It doesn't.
it
It
just
doesn't give me an option for that, but
well that should
oh,
also
that's
be a
not supposed to
D12.
D8. That's supposed to be D12.
So just
Yeah, critical hit. There we go. 38 damage.
that's
Why is there a plus 24 there? Oh, that's the crit. Okay.
that's the crit damage.
Yeah,
It is
38
not.
damage to his fucking
It is a.
doggo soul.
It is not looking good after that one. Anything
Yep.
else?
That's all I got.
All right, let's get past the cardboard. And let's see. Doggo was going to dash and run away. Sebastian gets an opportunity.
Get him, Sebastian. Get him.
That's a hit.
23 to hit.
9 plus. All right.
So 13 damage. How far is that doggo running?
He's running far. He dash.
It's
He
a full
dashing.
sprint, right?
Yep.
How far is he?
He is 80 feet.
Okay, he's within range.
Oh.
Okay,
Well, it's Sebastian's turn.
cool. Sebastian is going to take a 30-foot movement. Does he have the aura from Daily technically, or does that only work when she's conscious?
I believe that's only while she's conscious.
Oh. Wait, let me double check the aura of alacrity.
So he's gonna move 30 feet this way. That's just within operational range, Sebastian.
Where do I find this?
Yeah, 30 to 120 feet. So he's just gonna.
In addition, whenever. So,
Oh shit, we could have been using the bonus to the saving throws. Anyway.
Yeah.
But I'm not
but yeah,
incapacitated. So even when I was asleep? Or is this does
sleep is
sleeping count as
incapacitating.
incapacitating?
According to the sleep spell, you are
Unconscious and
incapacitated.
Okay, yeah. It works only so long as I'm not
unconscious
incapacitated.
is a tier 2.
Okay.
But yeah. 15 to hit on the javelin.
Yeah, that
Yeah, we
hits.
could have added my charisma modifier to
Well,
our
actually,
saving
how
throws
far-
And
earlier.
that
Wait,
is,
how far away is he from the wolf?
he's under 60 feet.
Well, so javelins have a 30-foot throw, so he's throwing with disadvantage.
It's 30, 60. His overrange, yeah, you're right. It would be at disadvantage. You're right. I'll roll that again then.
That's a miss.
8 to hit. Okay. Then he's
Okay.
going to throw another javelin.
That's
Natural 1.
that's a nat 1. I don't even know how to make this a fail. It's just gone. Man trips. Man is
That
prone.
javelin's gone. You know what it is? Yeah, he trips and is prone, and his javelin sails into a rock, and it shatters the steel tip on it.
Yep. Bro is not
Absolutely
prone.
destroys his javelin. Yeah, he's out. Okay. Good try, Sebastian.
All right, I need death saves from the ladies.
Well, we're all ladies here, technically.
Hey, so we
Unconscious ladies. 2 successes.
we like to see that. All right, Celesta, it's your turn.
This motherfucker. How bad is he looking? Like, how bad does he look?
He's
Like, is
not
he rough
looking
or is he just
good.
bloody?
He's not
Over
looking
dead.
good.
I'm gonna move to where I am. I'm gonna move 30 feet this way, and then he is within see. 60 feet is to. Yeah, he's within my 60-foot reach of this motherfucker. Yeah. So I'm gonna toll his dead.
And 1 second, leading the 15 marker we got on the map. All right. Oh,
Sorry.
cast your spell. Oh, I was also a problem in that.
Yeah, DC 15.
7. You got him.
Cool. 18 damage, motherfucker. Hit the dirt. No survivors. F is for fire when we burn down the whole town. U is for uranium.
It's for you and
Bombs.
thumbs.
No,
And
it's
it's for no
N is for no survivors.
Planked
Fuck
it.
that ambush. And yeah, if that's
And-
the end of that, then I'm out of stuff to do this turn.
Well, that's...
So they get at least another death save before I can get to them.
Yep, that's... Well, with Sebastian's knocked prone, so he's gonna have to spend half his movement to get up anyway. So, yep, give me one more death save from Nessa and Thalia.
Oh no.
Valk is 2 and 2. Daly is 2 and 2 as well.
No, I don't think I've
Two-
rolled a death
2 and
save.
1.
Yeah, it's 2 and 1. Yeah.
Do we need another one?
You know you can mark them on your chart, by the way.
Well, it
It
shows
marks them
that,
automatically, actually.
yeah, it does so on the character sheets.
Yeah. So
It just
Okay.
said it exited out of my character sheet when he asked the question.
All right.
Sebastian's turn, I guess.
Yep. Well, it was his turn already, so it's not. So we'll give him the 15 feet of movement to get towards the ladies.
Yeah.
He's no longer prone. Now it's your turn.
I'm gonna move 30 feet to here. And which one of you looks worse?
Valk is
Right now
on.
it's Talia. Isn't it?
Talia has
We probably
completed
look
2 and
the
2.
same.
Well, Talia is 2 and 2. Nessa is 2 and 1.
Yeah, because Telly had one more round
So
for her.
Nexus succeeded
Or had
two
one more death save.
and failed one. Okay, then I'm gonna stabilize Valk first.
Okay, medicine
And
check.
Just literally, yeah, just a medicine check to stabilize Valk.
Okay,
15.
Valk is stable.
Okay. And that's my turn.
Okay, now it's Sebastian's turn.
He's gonna run over to Daly. And Nessa doesn't have to make another death save yet?
Her turn is after Sebastian.
Okay. Then I'm going to have him. It's a wisdom check, right? Basically. Skill
Yes,
check?
wisdom medicine.
Okay. Is that the right one?
I can request one from him if that'll be easier.
There you go. 15.
All right, Daly is stable. Vanessa is stable.
Okay, they're stable. Thank God. I am going to. God, that's all. That's a lot of spell slots. That's a lot of wolves.
Imagine if there was one more.
I don't think we could have survived one more.
No.
All right,
Yeah,
are you gonna do
just
anything
5
here, or do you want
charges.
to end here and let you think on what to do next session?
I'm going to end here with spending 5 charges on my pen. and opening up a doorway, and I am just dragging them into the doorway.
That's
I'm
fair.
getting us into a space that's perfectly safe because not even a dragon can get through that door.
The cardboard will help move the knocked out ladies.
Yeah. We get them in. I'm gonna lay. Nessa and Talia are going to be put in bunk beds in the other room, not in the main room. And I'm going to sit down at my desk and start a short rest.
Okay. So, we'll mark. That'll be it for this session then. With the party getting a short rest in, and we will see you guys all next time. Thank you guys all for tuning in. We look forward to seeing you then.
Bye.
Later, nerds!
Bye.